Yes, I do think that you really want um, that 7 cost pudding on curve if possible.
Mhm.
Um, so you can not only to apply as soon as possible pressure with your 8 cost katakuri, but also to defend against all the small swings from the REIJU, because the REIJU is probably going wide
Mhm.
because of with Porsche, of course, and with how the leader just works. And if you are able to block one, to counter one, or take one, and whatsoever, you're not going too fast, too low in health.
Yep, that's absolutely right. I think REIJU asked, "What is this pudding doing again?" Yeah, because it's a new card from PRBO2.
Mm-hmm.
And now, good start also for REIJU, having that 1 cost Windsmoke Sanji.
Yep. And
Maybe
we
he's
also saw
trying.
a glimpse of the stage as well.
Yeah, that's what you want to have as REIJU. Of course, that Sanji now allowed to pick up the 7 cost ETG, one of your most important cards. And yep, there is that Kingdom of Germa. You need to trash 1 card from your hand, and then you can search for a Germa card. And of course, nearly your whole deck are targets for the stage. And he's going to
Mhm.
pick up the 4 cost ETG.
Yep, really important.
Absolutely. That's the one that you need to have to play out the 7 cost rush or the 7 cost blocker ETG. Depends on the
Mhm.
list. And now Kata on 3 Don. What is the normal play here for Katakuri with 3 Don? Is there a curve or just search and then swing with leader?
You don't really have a very good play on tree. Like search to set up your. You really, really want your Paraspero on 5 into your 7 cost pudding. So most of the time we are searching this turn to get the, as we can see, the Paraspero for the upcoming turn. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have another searcher that we are swinging 7 this turn. Here we go.
Yep, just a 7k swing here from Purple Kata. No ability, of course, and REIJU decide to take this one. And the pass. REIJU goes up to 4 Don.
Mm-hmm.
So could be a ETG turn here. Maybe Porsche into ETG.
And this matchup also feels a little bit like the battle of puddings, because if I'm the blue-purple Reiju side and I see a big hand from the purple Katakuri, I might decide to do a blue 4 cost pudding just before the 7 cost or the 7 Don turn. However, he countered just with the 7 Don pudding.
Wow, interesting. Decided to counter the 7 cost pudding. Does mean that maybe he got a lot of puddings in hand, or just doesn't want to take the 5k swing. Now stage is going to search stage. That's not what you want to find with your stage, of course.
Mm.
Yep, just to check if the stage can pick up the stage. But yep, this one worked. Same as
Mm-hmm.
full elite from a Blackbeard. And now
Mm-hmm.
we see 4 cost ETG, no Porsche. Yep, and he's doing the minus Don to replace the 4 cost with the 7 cost. And now lead ability, because you did return a Don to your Don deck, you can draw 1 card. That's a very consistent lead ability, and one reason why this REIJU is super strong.
Yep. Also, if the Reiju knows the matchup and he knows the cards, something we didn't mention yet, 7 cost pudding is only active if your opponent has 6 Don or more. So if the
Oh,
Reiju just stays under 6 Don,
yep,
we will never see the 7 cost pudding this game.
that's right. Absolutely. Totally forgot about the Don restriction that you need to have with pudding. Same goes
Mm-hmm.
for the 2 cost Katakuri, because the 2 cost is only playing out the 8 cost.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, if the numbers of Don of your opponent um,
Oh,
has 8 or more, that means
I'm
you
almost starting
you
to
can
think
play
we are
around it.
playing against a hard counter.
Yeah, exactly. You can play around it. That's a hard counter, but of course, also mean if you just see your opponent playing around your pudding, around your two cost cutter, yeah, he's only playing with 6 Don. So maybe that's a good point to just know how to counter attacks because, yeah, 6 Don means not that much swings you or Dons you can invest for your swings to make them even stronger. And also Kata got a very good defense by using the leader ability, counter events, blockers. Yeah, nearly everything that this leader got. And also, it's a monocolor leader, means 5 life. That's also very important. And yeah,
Hmm.
Katakuri does have the strong turn here with Sparrow and with the one cost blocker.
Yep.
That is very important. The
Anana.
Anana, exactly, Anana, a very funny name that yeah has the ability if you have a purple character with the big map pirate type other than Charlotte Anana, this character gains blocker. So nearly the
Hmm.
same as the one cost Poo that we had that was restricted on Supernova. This time we got on purple Big Man Pirates. You're playing a mono purple leader that is Big Man Pirate. So yeah, this card make sense. And now we see again the Sturge Sage discarding the Search, going for the 8 cost Judge. Okay,
Hmm.
this one is interesting now. If you want to play the Judge, then yeah, you need to go up to 8 Don. Means you cannot play around the 6 cost Pudding and around the 2 cost Cutter.
Yep. So I'm really curious why we took the judge. Is he deciding that he wants to go to the 8 on turn? Or were the other cards not possible? I didn't see it really well, but having this setup with two 7k rushers
Yep, that's a good
looks
setup.
really good for the REIJU side.
Yep, it does look good for the REIJU side. Double 7k swing now. Pretty sure, yeah, Leo is going to block one and take one. The first 6k swing from leader, he decided to counter out. And now the pass.
Hmm.
So, yep, very, very important thing for this matchup for both players is to know how to pilot this matchup because we are playing a purple mirror here. Yeah, one leader, dual color, blue, purple, but means definitely you can play around it. And yep, he's going to play the one cost pudding now, just to have the search. Checking again. Top 5 for a Big Man Pirate card. He's going for Streusen.
It's a 2k
That's
counter.
yep, that's a 2k. So no
The
pudding
more
this
and more we are looking at this game, it looks really tough for the purple Katakuri side.
it does, yeah. That's absolutely right. Yeah, the problem really is that, like you said, you can play around the key cards of purple Katakuri, and maybe that's why to win the dice roll and maybe go second could be a better option just to have the Katakuri on 8 on
Hmm.
because yeah, Reiju is playing around the pudding, what is really important. Next turn, Reiju will go up to 6 Don, but then again, if he decided to play 2 cost Reiju, 4 cost Ichiji, or what else that allows you to minus Don, then you can just go back to 5 and again, no pudding or 2 cost Kata this time. So he's going to swing with his Katakuri, use the ability to look at the top deck of your opponent. That's very important to know. So you have a better card knowledge of your opponent's hand.
Hmm. Let's see, we do see another Anana.
Yep, another in hand, but still some dons.
I wonder if we have 8 cost Katakuri in hand, because that is a... Oh, we just
Oh,
trashed
he
it.
did have, yep, but he did trash it. Yeah, because maybe he just noticed, okay, the problem about this matchup is you are playing against a leader that can play around your key cards. So maybe he needs to find a different way to manage this matchup by just building up board and do a lot of swings every turn
We're
and
leaving so
try
much
to
done
put him.
open.
Wow, this is very interesting now. Just passed with 5 Don.
Do we have a counter event that costs so much? Okay. Abra, a question
Yes.
for you. The one cost event that gives plus 5k
Yeah.
Big Mom Pirates, what's the name?
Oh, this one is very hard now. I know it's the longest name in this game. That's what I know, but I cannot remember the name.
When two men are fighting, the last thing I need is some half-assed assistance.
He said that to Flampe. I remember now.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a very funny scene. Katakuri, that's a very, very, very cool character, one of my favorite characters. And yeah, of
Hmm.
course, that's a long name. Same like the Demon Aura in a green decks.
Hmm.
Also a very long name, but yeah, that was a good one. You definitely got me there. So let's see what REIJU's turn is now. 6 Dawn. Of course, Jan will try to um, yeah, play something else out with the minus ability to use your lead ability and also to play around the 7 cost pudding. Leo decided to trash 1 pudding and 1 cutter from hand. That's really, really interesting. He's on 7 Dawn, yeah. That's no, he's on is he on 6? Wait, no, he's on 6.
and
Means,
we
yep,
did, and we do know that he drew another 4 cost ETG. So if
exactly.
he can find another 7 cost, this will be a very tough turn.
Yep, and he can still use the stage. Means,
It seems like he decides to go to put some pressure.
oh yeah, he's going for that Perospero.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting is that he decided to not use the stage first, try to find another EGG, and then give that Perospero minus 2k power.
What are the events that we have? Or we don't have events at all. 2k,
Wow,
1k.
just a 2k, 1k, 3 cards in hand.
So I am curious why we didn't stage first, because imagine we did find another 7 cost ETG and we can minus 2k that Perospero. It would cost a lot of our defense tools to protect it. However, maybe he wants to play out a 4 cost REIJU, draw some cards if his hand size is not too big to find some defense for
Yeah,
to save his 7 cost ETGs.
absolutely right. Yeah. So pretty sure. Oh, he's going for the chopper and he decided to ramp. Okay, that's interesting. And now 2 cost REIJU.
So that puts us to 6 done right now. However, you do see that your opponent is at only 2 cards in hand. So he is taking the gamble that there is no and 7 cost pudding and an 8 cost katakuri, which we both already see in trash of our opponents. So now he is able to take this risk, if we want to call it like that.
Yep, absolutely right. Now he searched for a 2 cost REIJU again. And the board does look really good. For Leo,
And, mhm.
only the Perospero as a body to swing. And REIJU got a lot of cards in hand. A blocker
Yep.
means, yeah, it's not
8
that
cards to
easy.
be precise.
Wow, 8 cards. Yeah, that's a good number.
Yeah.
means not that easy to get rid of both ETGs on board. Also, yeah, you are giving your opponent the option to play them out again, especially if you know there is a 4-cost ETG in hand. Okay, now he's
And
just
he
playing out.
arrived.
Yeah, I think that's the only plan here, just to play him out with the 8 Don. Now he's using a lead ability again. Check the top card of your opponent's deck. Got only 2 cards in hand. The A-cost cutter, one of the most strongest cards in this game. We
Absolutely.
we did saw him performing super, super strong in UP Luffy last set, but for this set, you cannot play him in UP Luffy anymore. But still, in every single other purple deck, you can and you have to play this card. Super strong, especially in purple cutter, yellow purple pudding, and also in purple Luffy, of course.
Really good in purple Luffy. It makes that with purple Luffy, it's not necessary to go first like it was before. Like if you don't go first, uh, it's a little bit of a worse deck. However, I think we have 2 cards in hand and a lot of swings from the REIJU side. 2 blockers, that's the good part about it.
Hmm. Yeah, that's right. 2 blockers with Katakuri and Anana. 1 Don up. Your lead ability also.
And
And
we
let's
decide
see.
to trash the judge, and most of, or at least all the REIJUs that we casted so far in regionals are playing 1 to a max of 2 judges. So if this is his only judge, he decided that he won't play it this game. So he's approaching it to a more, he's probably going to put it in a more aggressive way, trying to find another 7-cost ETG. He can even play out a 4-cost ETG onto the 7-cost ETG, and so the 7-cost ETG has to go to trash and activate his 4-cost ETG and swing again. Because
Yep,
his board
indeed.
is full.
That is the strong point about having a full board. You can just replace your big ones with the small ones and then play them out. Try to bring them into the trash. And yeah, that could be an option for Jan.
Hmm.
And maybe that is his plan. We will see. So this time he's on 8 Don. Decided to trash his judge. So he's not going for a judge turn, that's for sure. Oh, look at
Oh,
this.
wow.
He decided to invest 4 Don for his Sanji Searcher to swing 6. Yeah, means he
Hmm.
does want to make some pressure because he know, okay, my opponent is on 2 cards in hand, only 3 life. Means, yeah, a lot of small swings. Is definitely a game plan here, yeah.
Putting the purple Katakuri to only 1 card in hand now.
Yeah, that is the problem here for Kata. Only 1 card in hand. You still got that free block probably with Katakuri.
Hmm. But you can't take it instantly, the free block, because of course you might get, well, not anymore, well, still actually, by 4-cost ETG into 7-cost ETG -2 on the Katakuri, and they swing 7 onto it, and you only have 1 card in hand, so
Exactly.
you can't do the free block too early. Or imagine he takes it now and they swing 10 onto your Katakuri. It also, well, I guess you still have Anana to take the block as well.
Mhm. I mean, Jan can also play out Porsche into the 4-cost ETG with 3 Don, but that's not his plan. He decided to swing one more time for his 6K this time.
And you know what also saves his 8-cost Katakuri against a 10k swing? When 2 men are fighting, the last thing I need is some half-assed assistance counter event.
Absolutely right, yeah. This card is super strong, but Wow, with 2 cards in hand, if you have to use it right now, yeah, that's definitely not the best thing. Leo decided to take this one, and now you have to deal with 2 more swings. So 7, 9, or double 8. Double 8, of course, should be the best option, but he's going for a 7K swing. Yeah, maybe it's another 7K and then just play out another chopper blocker from hand. There is a 7K swing. Leo decided to block this one with Anana. And now with 2 Don, there's a chopper blocker coming, replacing the 1-cost Sanji Searcher.
And that puts us at 8 done, so in some worlds, we do have 2-cost Katakuri into putting, playing another Katakuri, and having 1 Don open for when 2 men are fighting. The last thing I need is some half-assed assistance, and we can survive the upcoming turn. But let's see if that is in a very ideal world that he can do those plays. But I guess
Yeah.
that isn't out. We also do see the event here, Hakai. 6-cost event, main Don -2, and if your leader has the Animal Kingdom Pirates or Big Mom Pirates, as we do, KO up to 2 of your opponent characters with a cost 6 or lower. So those 7-cost ETGs are very safe, but if you want to get rid of both the blockers at once for 6 Don,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah,
it's possible.
it is possible, yep. But also mean you cannot play one more 8-cost Katakuri from hand. Only if your opponent, would be on 8 Don. You can use both 2-cost Katakuri, replace
Mhm.
them with the 8 cost and the 6 cost to get rid of both chopper blocker. That would be a huge turn. But doesn't look like this is the plan for this turn. So he's pretty sure going to use the 6 cost to get rid of chopper. Maybe then try to get rid of 1 EGG, but yeah, you don't have that much dons to invest.
Seems like he is deciding to swing first.
Yeah,
If he gets the
looks
block, he can still Hakai the REIJU, so there is one
exactly.
swing less going.
Yeah, that's why probably to counter this one out isn't the bad decision.
Hmm.
And we see a lot of counters for REIJU, but only 4 cards in hand. I see a 2K Sora. Oh, and he decided to not counter or block the 7K ring for Sparrow into REIJU. Wow, this is interesting now.
Yep. It seems like that the counters that he had to give up were like the 2-cost REIJU, and he wants to refill his hand the upcoming turn.
Yep. That's right. Wow. Okay, now he's going to block the 8K string from Katakuri. And Leo is still on his 10 Don. Yeah, so maybe the turn just swing 7 with the leader, play out Katakuri, and then leave up 1 Don for your counter event.
Seems like he is thinking about it. You can't swing 7 if you want to keep it done up, because you have to do the minus as well.
Yeah, you have to play
So,
Katakuri before using your lead ability.
yep. Then it was possible, but here is a 7K swing.
Yeah, but Sparrow, of course, will bring an active Don back. So,
Mhm.
yeah, 7K is definitely a good number here to swing. So 2K, 1K, or again a block. And Jan definitely got the counters, but he decided to take this one. And he will go down to 1
To
life.
1.
And now Perospero ability. Leo's going to trash a Perospero. Yep, reveal the top, and it was a 2 cost, so he was right, obviously. He used his Haki to guess the cost, and now we see an 8 cost Katakuri, 1 Don up, 3 cards in hand, 1 life, and the restand. Wow.
2 blockers.
2 blockers, yeah. That turn definitely was very, very strong. And now we are going into the last 5 minutes of this game. Both players on 1 life. And for Jan, double ECG, 1 chopper blocker, 1 life, but 6 cards in hand. That is really strong. He can still use the stage. And he also got 10 dons to use.
REIJU on 10 Don. This is not something
Imagine.
that you see every day.
Without Black Maria, especially. And look, he's going for big swings. 10k swing. That's the first one Leo has to deal with. And look, he's going to take this one. And not sure. I think it was a 2k vanilla. Does he have
That's a
enough
good thing.
counters? That's a very good thing. Does he have enough counters to survive? That's the question. Or maybe can Jan try to survive one more turn with the counters in hand, with the chopper blocker? Maybe try to
He
find
has a
another
lot
blocker.
of counters.
He does have a lot of counters. Double 2k. I see a 4 cost EGG still. Now it's very hard to replace the 7 cost on board. But look, he's doing a 10k swing again. Yeah, just to not give your opponent the free blocks. So he needs to block and counter. Wow, this one is now really, really hard. So you can block and give your opponent a 2k, 1k. And then with 4 Don, are you expecting a 9k swing just to block it? So Leo's definitely not going to lose this turn, that's for sure. Because 2 more swings. Only with 5k swing leader and then 4 cost ECG to find another ECG with your stage before that could help. And yep, Leo's going to block and give a 2k, 1k here. So counter a 2k, 1k, counter a 2k, 1k. So Katakuri is not leaving the board. And now, what is the game plan? Use your stage, try to find a 7 cost ECG, and then 5k7 for game. 5k,
Looking
yeah,
at
you can use your leader ability. So 5k, yeah, 5k doesn't make sense, to be honest, because that's the free leader ability. Oh, this. Yep, I think he needs to go to find some more counters. That's the only plan here.
But I do think that we saw another 2 cost chopper in hand, so maybe we will see REIJU draw some extra counter and then play out a second chopper. And then from Leo's side, it will all come down to Hakai, the 2 blockers, and then go for it with Perospero 2 Katakuri and the leader, which is quite high of numbers.
Yeah, absolutely right. And he did draw into double 2k with REIJU and leader ability. Now he's going to use stage, trashing a brick and find another 1k. So a lot of counters in hand. And for the rest of the 2 Dons, he's definitely going to play one more chopper blocker. And now, yep, Leo is definitely in a very, very hard position. He definitely needs to go for game. 4 attacks, 2 block, 1 life. And look, so many counters in hand means, wow, Jan is in a very good position to win this game. But depends on Leo's play with lead ability. For 1 Don, you can do a 7k swing. Both Katakuris on 8k and Perospero also on 7k. And you can also try to swing with your 1 cost pudding. Don't know if maybe this could help. So you have 5 swings. By investing 7 Dons with the pudding, you can swing 7, get rid of 2 cards. Then with leader, 1 Don, you can swing again 7. And then you have 2 Dons left to swing 7, 9, 9. But yeah, double 9, you can just block out. And then 3, 7, take 1. and try to counter the rest out. Wow, a lot of different ways to win this game now. This one is a very close one.
Mm-hmm. But looks like he can only, he has only one choice, right? We have to play the Hakai, go
Yeah,
for. And this
absolutely
is
right.
probably a card that Jan didn't expect.
That's right. You don't expect that Hakai, but this is very huge now. Also smart that he decided to not use it last turn, that he was going for the Katakuri and keep the Hakai just to get rid of blockers and try to go for game. We see a 7k swing now from Perospero, but still a lot of cards in hand for Jan. First swing, and he did counter this one out. For Don, you can still use your lead ability, and you still have double 8k on board. Is this enough?
And also still the Perospero ability.
Absolutely. To get an active Don back. And this one is very important also, to have one more Don. And Leo's going for an 8k swing. Definitely need to counter this one out with double 2k here. And he's going for the double 2k. Wow, this is super close now.
Mm-hmm.
3 cards in hand, and you got 4 Don. Is he going for another 9k swing? Yep. He's going for another 9k swing, and I see 3 1ks in hand. This one is going through, and the last swing will be a 10k swing, if I'm not wrong. It's 8k ability of Katakuri. Okay,
I think it's for one case.
Yeah, for one case. And that's not enough, because he did swing for 9k. Wow.
Oof.
That was a close one.